Hey, what's up everybody? It's JRESHOW here, and I just wanted to give you guys an update on my UP bracelet made by Jawbone. I've had it for about a week now. I'm going to go ahead and just open up the UP application, and as you can see here, it will show you on the very left hand side, it will show you sleeping. Basically it monitors your sleep and how well of a sleep you have. You can set goals for, however many hours you want to sleep that night, whether it be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have mine currently set for 8 hours. So you can see there I slept, obviously my 8 hours, and I got 122%. Then we're moving on here to the middle, which is steps and distance. And it shows for today I've only done 1,557 steps. So you can set goals there as well too, from 5,000 steps a day to 7,500 steps a day to 10,000 steps a day. You can basically do however many you want, and this will help you track them. And then over here on the right, I have basically the food part of the UP application, and I haven't been keeping up so much with this. They want you to take a picture of your food prior to eating it, and then they actually remind you about an hour afterwards, and it will ask you how did that meal make you feel. So and you can compare days. I can go back and look at yesterday. Sometimes it takes a second to load, and you can see here 112, 76, and 12%. And let's go to a good day where I actually did pretty good. Here's Friday. And you can actually go back, as long as you've had the bracelet and have been syncing your device. Let's go back to November 7th. This was the first day I got it. And you can see this because I didn't have my sleep. But let's go a day further. Let's actually go one where I have food on here. Okay. Let's go in, and if you click on any of these graph parts, it will take you into a landscape type mode, and it shows you, let's go back to the beginning of the day. Okay, so this is the beginning of the day, November 8th, and here is my sleep, here's my sleep records, I guess you'd say, for that night. You can go ahead and click on it, and there it breaks it down into sleep on November 9th. And you can see over here on the right, it says deep sleep. I was sleeping deeply for 2 hours and 43 minutes. My light sleep was 5 hours and 32 minutes. And I was awake for an hour and 56 minutes. And you can see they're color coded. So being awake is in orange, and you can see where I was awake here. The light sleep is in light blue, and then the deep sleep is in dark blue. And it lays out a timeline down here at the bottom, so you can kind of see where you're waking up or where your sleep modes was. And then if you look down here at the very bottom, it says sleep quality, and that says 86%. So that should be passing. But let's go ahead and you can exit out of that real easy, and then you can go to when you woke up, and you can go ahead and click on that as well, and it will show you the activity for November 9th. And you can see here it shows calories. From the activity, then I burned 560 calories. That's just daily walking around, counting steps like that. I walked 2.31 miles, and I was active for about an hour and 10 minutes, I guess you'd say. And then it even breaks it down into how many steps I did that day. I'll X out of that. And now here I'm getting back into food. I took a picture of my food. I had an Italian sub with salt and vinegar chips. And then it will ask you, like I said, an hour after you eat it, it will ask you how you feel. I guess you can't redo it, but it asked me, and I just put that I felt okay. And it'll also ask you a location, whether you had it at home, at work, or maybe a certain restaurant. So it's very good. I'm going to exit out of this again, and it will show you after dinner how active I was, and then let's see what I had to eat here. Looks like I had a pretty fulfilling meal there. I had potatoes, chicken, beans, biscuits, green beans, whole lot of stuff. And I felt energized after that, so I just said I felt energized. And then after dinner it will show you how much more active you were. So you can kind of see where your activities are and where you're most active, least active. And it makes it real easy. Now I haven't been very too active, but the way they make it makes it real easy for you to see where your time is being spent. And then just to get out of that, you just rotate the phone and it'll go back to this. Now, since last time, I have also gotten a couple teammates. No one I know personally. I just went under teams and I just searched for people and asked them to be my I guess on my team. And I only have 4 or 5, but you can also click on them and see their information, talk to them, whatever. I haven't done too much of that still. You can look at their sleep schedules compared to yours and how good they're sleeping compared to you. So that's pretty cool too. And then there's also the feed, so you can see what other people are eating, how active they are compared to you, the challenges that they're taking, just all sorts of things, how they're keeping up to date, and as well as your posts. Like there it shows I had 2 oranges for breakfast, and then it shows my sleep schedule, and you can compare it to other people's. And this is really cool because you can see what kind of habits that they have and see their results compared to yours, which you can find helpful. Once again, challenges. I've took on a few challenges, like Give Me 5. I work out 5 days a week now for 30 minutes. That's one of the challenges I've taken up. And basically, that's up in a nutshell. And there's just so much things you can do with it, and it really is a good way to lay out, your daily life activities and your health, and put it all in perspective so you can look at it on an app on your phone.